Myself B. Sai Teja. I am from AAA section and my topic is construction and operation of air blast circuit breakers. So, what's air blast circuit breaker? Air blast circuit breaker used compressed air or gas as an arc interrupting medium. In the air blast, circuit breaker compressed air is stored in a tank and released to a nozzle to produce a high velocity jet. This is used to extinguish the arc. Air blast circuit breakers are used for indoor services in the medium high voltage fields and medium rupturing capacities, generally up to voltages of 15 kilovolts and rupturing capacity of 2500 MVA. The air blast circuit breaker is now employed in high voltage circuits in the outward switch yard for 220 kV lines. So, basically, air blast circuit breaker uses air or gases as an interrupting medium. No liquid, no such things, no what we say, no crude oils or such. They only use gases or air. In the air blast, the circuit breaker compressed air is stored in a tank and released to a nozzle. So this the circuit breaker compressed gas or air is which is stored are released to a nozzle to produce a high velocity jet, to very high velocity. This can be installed from medium to high voltage fields, and they may have rupturing capacity. Even for them, we can install this air blast circuit breaker. Generally, from the fields like 15 kV and rupturing capacities of 2500 MVA can be used for it. The air blast circuit breaker is now employed. It can be now employed in outdoor switch yards which are of 220 kV lines. We can also install them in these kinds. So, though gases such as carbon dioxide, nitrogen, freon, and hydrogen are used as an arc interrupting medium, compressed air is accepted circuit breaking medium from the gas, because these are the main gases which we used in this thing, but there are some exceptions. So we can see that the circuit breaker capacity of nitrogen are similar to the compressed air, and it's no advantage of using it. We have nitrogen, but no advantage of using it because it is similar as a compressed air. We can use compressed air in place of nitrogen, which may cost lower than it. So carbon dioxide has the drawback of its being difficult to control owing to freezing values. So we have carbon dioxide, which when we can use carbon dioxide, but basically it has one primary drawback, and the drawback is it's difficult to control owing to freezing at valves and other restricted passages. So we can't control carbon dioxide over these places where the air is restricted, which may cause in freezing. And ferron has high dielectric strength and good arc exchange properties, but it is expensive. Ferron has everything. It is good to use. It's ready to go, but it's very expensive than other. And it is degenerated by arc into acid forming elements. The disable features to be found in the air blast circuit breaker are. So here are some desirable features which we find in air blast circuit breaker. High speed operation. It's usually a high speed operation. Sustainability for frequent operation. So on and off such kind of things. Frequent operation which we do some work regularly by using it. It's sustainable even for this frequent operation. Negligible maintenance would be very low, which can be in terms of economical, low cost. Elimination of fire hazard. So there is no fire hazard in this, because as we can say, we are using no oil or crude oil or any liquids. We are just using gases, so the problem for us with the fire is very low. So fire hazards is eliminated. Reduced size. The size is very small. We can install it in anywhere, in small places also. So let's see them. High speed operation. It is very necessary on large interconnected networks so that the system stability. High speed operation is necessary because They are large interconnected networks where the system should be maintained stably. This is achieved in circuit breaker because this operation is required, and it is achieved by the circuit breaker. So the thing we are discussing, right? Because the internal between the interval between the discharge of triggering impulses and the contact separation are very short. So the interval between the discharge of triggering impulse and the separation of contacts is very small. It's an negligible, which leads to the high speed operation, which uh, which gives us high speed operation. So next, sustainability for frequent operation. So repeated switching by an air blast circuit is possible simply because of absence of oil. Yeah, as we told, no oil or liquids are used, only gas and air are used. So by this, it is very suitable for frequent operation, for regular operation. This is sustainable for this such kind of operations. There is an carbonizers which is a frequent operation because there is an insignificant amount of wear and tear at the current carrying contact surfaces. But must be remembered that frequent switching is anticipated and a maintenance of sufficient air supply is essential. So only thing we need to concern is about the sub is there the sufficient air or gas we are using is sufficient for frequent operations, for regular operations, and it is the only thing that we concern. If that is good, we can directly go with this frequent operation. So next thing is negligible maintenance. So as we told, it's very small, it can be installed in very small area, and we use gases. So this all comes under the maintenance. It can be easily maintained, and because of the absence of oil, the risk of fire is eliminated. So elimination of fire hazard. We eliminated one thing. Okay, it's safe over there. We are safe from fire. Reduced size. Yeah, the growth of dielectric strength is so rapid in the air blast circuit breakers. The final gap required for arc extinction is very small due to the dielectric strength is rapid in the air blast circuit breakers. The size required is very small. We can install the internal objects very closely, and which directly reduces the size of the device. Construction. So now we will see about construction and working. So construction, the figure shows the construction of typical air blast interrupter. Each interrupter consists of a Proclaim insulator mounted on a air inlet manifold with the exhaust chamber fixed at an opposite end of the Proclaim. Yeah, we can depict it from the picture. Okay, next. So here we can see the three images of contacts closed, contacts partially open, contacts fully open. So when the contacts are open, the air is extinguished, arc is extinguished. But when the contacts are closed, air blast commencing arc is stuck. It is not a extinguisher. So exhaust chamber consists of casting with a curved hood of weather protection and slots on compressed air to the atmosphere. The moving contact assembly consists of a chromium copper contact coupled to two pistons on the contact tube. The main current in the moving contact is transferred to contact tube by means of transfer contact fingers. The arcing tip is provided at the end of the moving contact. The moving contact is maintained in normal closed position with a fixed contact by springs. The details of construction and interrupter head vary within its interruption rating. So the details of construction of interrupter, we need an interrupter in air blast. So the construction of it vary on its rating, voltage current rating, or whatever it may be. The interrupter circuit is usually increased by increasing the normal So the interrupting capability, as we talked about, interrupting is very low. Even it is very low, it is dependent on it is dependent on the natural pressure range. When the pressure range increases, the interrupting capability of air blast circuit also increases. So the normal pressure is around 30 to 35 bars. In order to maintain the insulation level and reliability of operation, it is also necessary for the condition of the air to be very dry. So it is one of the condition where for the good operation the air should be very dry. There should be no humidity. So next, working of air blast circuit breaker. Under normal conditions, the contacts of air blast circuit breaker are closed. When a fault occurs, the contacts are opened. The contactor it's open. The air blast cools the arc and sweeps away the arcing products into the atmosphere. So, which are the air arcing products are turned out when the arc is stuck between them, between the faults, they are eliminated into the atmosphere. So the direction of the medium is increased. The arc gets extinguished and the flow of current is interrupted. The air blast circuit breaker requires an auxiliary compressed air system which supplies air to the breaker air receiver. So we need a compressed air system to supply air to air breaker. When the opening is required, compressed air is submitted to the arc extinction chamber. It pushes away the moving contacts. In doing so, the contacts are separated and the air blast takes away the ionized gas along with assist arc extinction. So when the opening of the is required, the compressed air is submitted to the arc, and in doing so the contacts are separated and the air blast takes away the ionized gas along with the assist air extinction. So here are the pictures. One is the diagram, another one is the picture, the physical picture of the air blast circuit breaker. So here we can see a main arc, line terminal, extend connection contacts which are increased when the fault found, resistor, air tank, blast. Types of air blast circuit breakers. So there are mainly three types of air blast circuit breakers: axial blast type, cross blast type, radial blast type. In axial blast type, air blast is directed along with the arc path. In cross blast type, air blast is directed to the right angles to arc path. In radial path, the air blast is directed radially. So in first two, they are directed according to the arc path. One is along the arc path, which is axial. Other one is 90 degrees. Right angles to the arc path, which is cross blast. And radial blast is directed radially. We can observe them in these pictures. Yeah. So advantages. The major advantages are the elimination of fire hazard. It ensures us safety. There is no risk of fire working in there with the machine, as the risk of fire is eliminated. And the next one is the arcing products are completely removed by the blast, whereas the oil depurators and the successive operation, the expense of regular oil replacement is avoided. The regular oil usage is not required. It can be avoided because the arcing products are completely removed, whereas the oil decorators with the successive operations. Due to the lesser arc energy, air blast circuit breakers are very stable for the frequent operation. But this point is what we already discussed. Here the only one we need to know is there is sufficient air for regular operation. It is a major advantage. The energy supplied for arc extension is obtained from high pressure and is independent of the current to be interrupted. So the energy for this is obtained from high pressure air. So it is independent of the current to be interrupted. There are no interruptions in this. So now we look at the disadvantage. There are majorly three disadvantages of it, which is air has relatively inferior air extinguishing properties. The air blast circuit breakers are very sensitive to the variations in the rate of restriking voltages. So when the voltages see variations such as ups and lows, so there are some major risk with the air blast circuit breakers. And the last one is considerable maintenance is required for the compressor plant which supplies. So there is a which supplies the air high voltage air to this air blast. So it should be maintained. The maintenance will be high for this. And yeah, that's it about my topic. Thank you.